Friendships are weird. They start simple, but as we grow up, they begin to change. Think about it. When you are 10 or when you were 12 or 11, friendship is mostly about having fun together, playing games, and sticking together. You don't think much about who is influencing you. You just want someone to laugh with, hang out with, and sit next to at lunch. But as you move into your mid-teens and beyond, friendship becomes life-shaping. The people you hang out with can affect your habits, your values, and even your faith. Suddenly, it's not just who's fun to hang out with. It's about who you become when you are with them. Okay, so there's a quote that pretty much sums this up, and I absolutely love it. But it says, "Show me your 5 best friends, and I'll show you your future." It's so simple, but it's so true. Look at the people closest to you in your life. What are their priorities? What are their values? What are their words? What are they joking about? What are the things that they tolerate? It all will rub off onto you. You might not notice it day to day, but over months, over years, you drift towards the people you spend most of your time with. Now, Paul's passage in 1 Corinthians 15 shows us a community that was being misled. Some in Corinth were questioning the resurrection. Did it even happen? And Paul warns them that being around the wrong influences can lead you to spiritual confusion or doubt. Now, friendship affects our faith, sometimes more than we even realize. Think about it. Friends can challenge you to grow closer to God, praying with you, encouraging you to live differently, reminding you of the truth, or friends can pull you away from God, normalizing choices that don't honor God. It's subtle. It doesn't always feel like pressure, although peer pressure is a real thing. But like Paul warns, bad company corrupts good character. That's your heart, your decisions, your identity slowly being shaped by the people around you. And here's the kicker. This isn't just about avoiding bad behavior. It's about who and what is shaping your thinking, your values, and your vision for your life. Not all friendships are bad, honestly. Far from it. Good friendships can be life-changing. A good friend is someone who encourages your growth, not just your own comfort, who challenges your thinking, who supports your faith and celebrates your victories in life. They also stick with you in your failure. Now, Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." This is what good friendship does. There's frictions, sometimes hard conversations, but it makes you stronger. A good friend doesn't just hang around to be entertained, to make fun of people. They stick around to help you grow and become the person that God made you to be. Iron sharpens iron. Think about how Jesus had close friends, the disciples, okay? They laughed with him, ate with him, and journeyed with him, but they also failed. They argued, they doubted, and some even betrayed him. But yet Jesus loved them enough to correct them, to teach them, and to guide them. That's the kind of friendship that as you are forming your life together and you are sorting the good relationships from the bad relationships, that is the type of friendships that we want to aim for. One that builds character and points us to God, not just passes the time or drifts us further away from God. Now, let's be honest. Bad friendships are dangerous. Sometimes more than you might even realize. Because bad friendships often normalize compromise. They pull you away from God and leave you feeling like you're not really yourself. Now, Paul's warning about bad company isn't just about being or having morals. It's practical. If you spend time with people at school or college who make decisions without thinking about God, eventually you will start to think that way too. And I would just say as well, this isn't to say you can't have non-Christian friends, but it's for you to realize that having the majority of your friends non-Christians means that it might rub off on you and it will start to change the way that you think over time. So ask yourself, who do you become when you are with a particular group of friends? Now, as you grow into adulthood, friendship doesn't just affect your habits, it affects who you are and your identity too. Look at how Paul frames it in 1 Corinthians 15. He's saying, essentially, if you misunderstand God and his resurrection, your whole life and purpose and hope are affected. Important bit that. The same is true with our friendships. If you surround yourself with people who only value fun or success or popularity or what they can get from you, your sense of identity, self-worth, and purpose will shift towards those things. On the other hand, friendships that anchor you in truth and accountability and love help you live out your true identity as a child of God. Now ask yourself, who are your 5 closest friends? Who am I becoming when I spend time with them? Are they helping me live a life that's bold, that's loving towards others, and that is faithful? Or is it a life that is full of compromise or nasty comments? Sometimes choosing wisely around who your friends should be means creating boundaries. Maybe choosing to spend less time with someone who is constantly destructive or tearing people down. You might want to put boundaries in and say, I'm not going to spend as much time with those people because they drain me. It also means choosing wisely around investing in deep friendship. Choosing to spend intentional time with people who sharpen you, and that may be only 1 or 2 or 3 close friends that you can really trust and invest in. And then the third is being brave enough to live differently, even if it feels lonely at times. My 30s have felt incredibly lonely because my good friends, a lot of them aren't Christian, and our values are so different. So there's so many times where I felt incredibly lonely because of the way that we live. But remember, your future is being sharpened by the friends that you choose right now. Now, it's not just about choosing friends, it's also being the kind of friend that people need. Are you a good friend? A good friend doesn't just show up when it's convenient for them. They invest, challenge, and protect. They celebrate victories in other people's lives. They speak truth in love, and they stay loyal when life gets messy. But the Bible takes it even further. A truly good friend is willing to lay their life down for their friends. Jesus said that in John 15, verse 13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend. Now, that doesn't just mean dying for someone. It's very unlikely that you will have to literally lay your life down for someone. But it does mean putting their needs before your own needs. Be willing to make sacrifices in your own life and standing with that person even when it's hard, uncomfortable, or costly. Sometimes that looks like giving time when you're busy, listening when you'd rather just sit on your own and scroll your phone, speaking truth when you know it might upset them, standing up for them when no one else does, when no one else is when that person isn't around? Are you going to stand up for them and fight for them? Or praying for them even when they don't ask? Do you pray for your friends? Now, being that kind of friend takes courage, humility, and love, but it's life-shaping. When you choose to love like that, you don't just help your friends grow, but you grow yourself too. Friendship is not passive, it's active. Sometimes it's messy, but it's incredibly powerful. The friends you invest in and the friends you allow to invest in you shapes not only your character, but your future too. Friendship isn't perfect. You're dealing with people. It's far from that. It's messy. It's real. It's raw. But God can use it to shape our hearts, teach us wisdom, and point us to Him. Now, here's the takeaway challenge. Look at your 5 closest friends and ask God, who am I becoming by being with them? Identify one friendship that needs investment and one that needs boundaries. And ask God to help you be a friend who sharpens, challenges, and encourages others. Friendship is one of the most powerful forces in your life. For better or for worse, choose wisely, invest wisely, and let Christ shape the way you relate to others. Show me your 5 best friends, and I will show you your future.